I'm wrecked. Thank you so much. I'm a Talbot student. I love this campus. I love the food here. I love the Biola library. I will be here a long time. I'm thinking, yay, class of 2045. I've also been in campus ministry for 26 years, so I love college students. And I am convinced that the decisions that are made during the years of college can alter the trajectory of a person's life. And that's really where my story begins. I learned to share my faith in college. I learned to multiply my faith in college. I learned to walk by faith in college. And I sought to take those same components through all of the seasons of my life. So just a few years ago, I was leading a women's Bible study with brand new believers. And it was such joy to watch God knit our hearts together. We pored over the scriptures, we began to trust one another, and then one of the women shared with me a story about a woman that they deemed the Asian Martha Stewart. This woman's life was flawless and picture perfect, but then she got diagnosed with breast cancer. And when people tried to reach out to help her, she just turned away. She went inside herself. She said, no, I'll take care of it myself. She went through the harsh treatments, cancer treatments, and her body started to change. She could not hold her life together, her perfect life together. And then tragically, this woman committed suicide. And she left behind her husband and her 2 children. I heard this story sitting in a food court, but it was as if time stopped. And I didn't know this Asian Martha Stewart, but I could relate to her, of wanting to be the strong one, of wanting to always help other people, but not feeling comfortable about letting people in. And so I prayed. I said, God, if anything like this ever happens to me, I purpose right here, right now, I will let people in. Little did I know that that prayer, prayed in October, was God preparing me for the call that I never wanted to receive 2 months later, 3 days before Christmas. You have cancer. And at that moment, I had the decision to make. Was I going to go all Christian Rambo, just me and Jesus? Or was I going to take the braver route and invite people in? Well, I'm thankful to say that I made the decision. My husband is amazing and strong, but I knew that he couldn't carry it all. So I asked 3 of my friends. Layla, who's here tonight, Debbie, and Kelly became the awesome threesome. And they knew that it was hard for me to bring them in and ask for help. You see, there's a difference between transparency and vulnerability. Transparency is sharing hard things that you've done, the lessons you've learned from them, when they happened long ago. Vulnerability, on the other hand, is raw, in real time, with no lessons learned. I had to make a decision to choose to be vulnerable, to ask for help, and that was soul-altering. But they walked with me through 3 surgeries, 6 rounds of horrible chemotherapy, 33 radiation treatments, 3 children still at home, and we did it together. And it was soul-altering. Hebrews 12:1 and 2 is a familiar passage to all of us. I've memorized it over the years, and I've always read it as an individualistic type of verse. It's about laying aside my sin. It's about where my eyes are focused. It's about running the race with endurance. But I have to say that allowing people in altered even how I read those verses. They read, therefore, since we have so great a cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us also lay aside the encumbrances and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of faith. In 2 verses, the author of Hebrews writes, we, us, our. The Christian life was not meant to be lived in isolation. We were meant to be known deeply, to be vulnerable with our God and with one another, and that alters everything. This photo is one of a party that we threw at the end of cancer treatment. We invited everyone over who helped us, an army of people, and we celebrated. The kids just put the cards that we had received during this cancer treatment all up and down our staircase, and it was a visual display of what it looked like to bring people in. It's a choice that you and I have made, but I have to say, it made all the difference. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this message. Biola University offers a variety of biblically centered degree programs, ranging from business to ministry to the arts and sciences. Learn more at biola.edu.